How's it going, Pokemon trading card game fans? Welcome to episode lucky number 13 of Special Conditions, the podcast where we talk all things in the TCG world of Pokemon. Special Conditions is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Wednesday, November 6th, 2019. I'm your host, Adam Tuttle, joined by my co-host and magician of pulls, Josh Brown.
What's up, Adam? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. I just opened a box of a Cosmic Eclipse. I'm feeling good.
You did it for the gram, as the kids say.
I did it for the gram.
Yeah. You get all those hearts flooding in.
Yeah, I don't.
Is that how that works?
I noticed them, but I don't even know what is there like a max you can get?
I think you might have broke it with how many. Maybe that's.
Oh yeah, sometimes. Shout
out to JT Valor for jumping in.
Yeah, no, seriously, it's nice having everybody in there that you know. Altered Universe. I mean, I'm going to be on his podcast. I think we record tomorrow, so that was cool. Yeah. He jumped in there.
Good stuff, man.
And you were in there.
I was in there. I was cooking while watching you.
And Val was in there.
Val was doing homework while watching.
Shout out to Val for studying, getting it done.
I was trying to convince you to be positive. You were very down on your polls. I'm like, Adam, those sweet looking cards, and you're like, yeah, I know, Josh, but I can't play with these because they're not awesome, and I can't make money off them because they're not awesome.
Well, I'm not. I wasn't trying. The goal wasn't to make money. I was hoping for a hyper rare. I mean,
you gotta let it happen, man. You
yeah.
can't get bummed.
Well, I still get another box.
I mean, you can't get down on what you get. You have to stay positive for what they get.
Yes. Well,
I mean,
so I got the Coughing in Moxie full art. I got the Excadrill and Clay full art, and I got the Stoutland, and I don't know who that is, full art, and I got the Gallade. I don't know if that's Wally. I don't know.
Sounds good.
And then I got the regular Volcarona GX, Solgaleo, and Lunala GX. I got the Togepi, Igglybuff, Cleffa trio.
The baby trio.
Tag team regular. Yeah, the baby trio. And then I got the Reshiram Zekrom trio, which is really cool. Mm-hmm. And then like my two good pulls, if you will, are the full art Roller Skater and the full art Oreo Choreo.
See? That's all
Oreo
in one
cookie.
box, dude.
Yeah, no, I mean, now looking at it, I guess, yeah.
Look at a box of Unbroken Bonds. That would be an entire case of Unbroken Bond pulls.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the set's huge, though. 236 cards, like...
Yeah, but that's still a lot
That's not including any of the secret rares?
Still, though, man. That's a lot of good pulls. From one booster box?
Yeah.
Come on, Adam.
But I didn't get, like, a Venusaur or a Blastoise or a Charizard. Not yet.
You still got another box.
Yet. Or a Hyper Rare. I didn't get a Hyper Rare. I'm kind of...
Maybe you'll get two next box.
Kind of sad. Maybe. Who knows?
Not me.
It's all luck. It's all a gamble. It's a gamble. This game is a gamble.
Yeah. And when you start getting down on yourself from not getting good pulls, that's when you need to stop doing it, Adam. That's when you need to stop.
Oh, I don't want to.
You can't.
Wait, no, I got to keep going.
No, that's the wrong attitude. You got to enjoy it.
Okay.
Not look for the next hit, you know.
Okay, well, speaking of that, so I did get two boxes because I got these boxes for my bulk that I traded in. Mm-hmm. So I have a second box, but like how everybody does, like, 25 days of Christmas or whatever, okay. I'm going to do 25 days of Insta Booster.
Okay.
So there will be 25 days straight of Cosmic Eclipse pack openings on our Instagram. So please check that out. And I'm sure there'll be giveaways in there somewhere.
We can make it happen.
Yeah, we got to talk about it though.
There's time.
So look forward to that. But yeah, that's kind of segueing into what we picked up this week. Mm-hmm. I got my booster boxes of Cosmic Eclipse, and I live streamed opening the first one. So I don't know when this is going to come out, but if you do hear it and it's still live, I doubt it. But yeah, we pulled some pulls.
Yeah. Maybe Adam will take some pictures and put them up on.
Maybe.
Or just imagine if you're listening to this, you probably already know what they look like, right?
Yeah. But Josh, did you pick up anything?
Oh, Adam. It feels like it's been a long...
Because I wrote in the notes that it was most likely like 4 or 5 more Charizard GX shinies.
Right. Well, I can't say that is accurate. But it also feels like forever since we recorded, but it was just last week. However, I've opened a lot of Pokemon cards in the last week. Cosmic Eclipse came out. I've opened 2 Elite Trainer boxes of those. I got a couple of the character arts. Can't remember what. The Magnemite for sure I got. But we also got the Reshiram
Zekrom
GX card tag team. That's pretty rad.
That's such a cool card.
Yeah. So nothing mind blowing from that yet. I haven't got any booster boxes yet. They're coming. Here's the problem: I ran out of binders and pages, so I want to.
That's a huge problem.
So
That's where I'm at right now. I looked at my Cosmic Eclipse binder, and I'm like, ooh, anything after 118, I'm pretty much SOL.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any more pages.
Right. So I want to get more of those before I start buying a whole bunch of them and have nowhere to put them and get that whole. When I first ordered binders, I got 4 binders, right? I have 1 binder dedicated to Unbroken Bonds, 1 to Unified Mind, 1 to Hidden Fates with the Detective Pikachu set in the back of those. And then the 4th binder I've dedicated to the Shining Legends set, which I've managed to find more pin boxes. Those, the double sets at Walmart. Those are fun, but not as fun as I want, sadly. I mean,
yeah. Because there's only, I think, like, there's the Mewtwo GX, there's the alternate art one, and then there's, like, the hyper rare Entei, regular Entei, and full art Entei. I don't know. There's literally 3 EXs or GXs. It's, like, sad. Yeah,
we got the full art, and the hyper rare of the Entei, and the hyper rare of the Raichu.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's a cool card. But none of them still don't have the Shining or the Shining Rayquaza. But other than that, it's okay. It's an okay. Nothing much. I bought a pack of 3 tins from Costco. Random tins. Didn't know what was in them for like $20 or something.
That is such a good deal.
Yeah, each tin has 4 packs. One of the 10 has a shiny Marshadow card. From which set? I don't know. One of them has the Ho-Oh card, and then one of them has the Tapu Poco Moko.
Okay, so I think like around Burning Shadows sounds about right.
Yeah, so in the 3 tins there were Burning Shadows. What's the other set? What's the other set around?
Gosh, you got me thinking now. I know this. This. I should know this. Using my trusty handy dandy Trainer Decks app. Give it another 3 seconds while it loads. It is Guardians Rising, Sun and Moon, Burning Shadows, Crimson Invasion.
No, Guardians Rising and Burning Shadows with the majority of the packs, and then they managed to sneak in 1 Steam Siege pack, of course.
Yeah, they love doing that.
And then a couple of the Evolutions packs.
Okay, those are fun.
I've heard like mixed things about them. Some people don't seem to like them very much, but it's basically just a reprint of the original set, right?
Right, okay. But there's like the card mechanic of like a break, which is like a sideways card, and you put it on top of the Pokemon.
Right. Okay.
So that's like if you had Machamp.
Yep, I got that one.
They reprinted Machamp, but there's also a break, so you kind of like turn it and add it to it, and then it has like a higher hit point, a different attack that you can use, and maybe an ability. It doesn't alter the bottom half of your card; it just alters the top.
I see. Okay.
It adds to whatever is existing, if that makes sense.
Sure. Well, we got that one. And then, man, I want to make sure I got this correct. I want to run down and get, but is there a Charizard card in that set?
Yes.
A cool one?
Yep.
Do you remember what it looks like offhand?
Offhand? Was it like was it a fire type or was it a dragon type? Well, they're all fire. Is it like gold? Is it standing up or is it like coming at you through the card?
Okay, I'm seeing if I can find it on my handy app. Yeah, the EX, the Charizard EX, like coming through the card.
Yeah, but was it the gold one or
not the one
just
with the Japanese?
One? I'm pretty sure they both have the Japanese writing on them. Yeah, they both do.
No, I don't think so, Adam. Not that one.
Oh, was it just the plain Charizard EX?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's literally 4 Charizards in the set.
Okay.
There's the base set Charizard reprint, there's Charizard EX, and then there's Mega Charizard.
Okay. It was not a Mega.
Okay.
Anyway, I thought that was a pretty cool card. I don't know what it's worth. Probably not much.
Probably not much.
But it was cool. Nice little pull.
That's pretty cool, though.
Let's see. Is that all I've gotten, Adam? No, it's not. Because it's why? Because I'm a monster, Adam. I can't stop. Won't stop. I don't know why. I got the Charizard. I should be happy. Everything's kosher. There's still some shinies I want. Still some shinies did I go hunting to my local Walmarts, Adam? You're darn right I did. Because those new boxes came out with 4 packs and the promo card and then the giant promo card of the Raichu, Gyarados, Charizard.
And let me guess, you took the entire display home with you.
If they would have let me, I would. But I did buy. But there's only one Charizard box left. Everybody took the Charizards already. So I got one of those, which is a bummer, but at least I got one. I would hate to have two of the big cards and not the third one.
Yeah.
And then opened up, so we've opened up a couple of those, and then opened up Elite Trainer box a long time. And that had one of the gold stadium cards in it. The ones with the waterfall. Can't remember.
Mount Cornet?
Yes, that one. The full art and
Ooh.
a couple ninjas. So yeah, nothing, no shiny Charizards, but cool cards. But what's that sound out of?
That sounds like a pack. Is that another Hidden
pack
Fates?
of Hidden Fates? You're darn right. This came out of one of the Gyarados boxes. We're gonna open it up. I have a pack opening. Code card pack. The code is MNYJB77K. With that, folks. I'm feeling good. We got Fire. We have a Brox P, Giovanni, Lieutenant Surge Strategy, Paris, Caterpie, Charmander, Clefairy, Psyduck,
Nailbiter, and it's a shiny.
Full art, shiny, GX, Articuno. All
right.
And a Misty's Water Command behind it. God, Articuno.
That's pretty cool. And it's not a bad card either.
To use?
Yeah. It has the GX Cold Crush, right?
Correct.
1 energy, yeah. That's a cool attack to come out of nowhere and just be like, discard all 4 of your energies. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Nice little pack there, huh?
That is not bad at all.
Yeah, it's my pickup this week. A lot of Pokemon. I think I'm into this new hobby.
Yeah, I can tell.
Is it obvious?
I mean, I think you're enjoying Hidden Fates more than anything.
So it's just a sexy set, man.
Yeah, there's never been a pack that's like been like this rewarding or depressing, because like you open up one pack and it's like, ooh, a Butterfree and a like hollow energy.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, and it's like the worst feeling. Right. But then you pull a shiny and you're like, all has been forgiven.
And they're just so frequent too. Like they never let you go without it's a very rewarding, like instant booster of morale.
Insta good feelings.
Insta good vibes all the way around.
All the way around.
So yeah, that's where I'm at with things, Adam. We have so much Pokemon stuff popping off.
Right. No, and like we've been talking about. So last episode we talked about the Hidden Fates being in Walmart. Mm-hmm. Today at Best Buy, I saw Hidden Fates, like the Ultra Balls. Mm-hmm. So like I really wanted to get those, but I didn't. Yeah. But they were there, and I was like completely in shock as to like Best Buy having them. So check your local Best Buy if you're looking for Hidden Fates. Yep. If not, just buy Cosmic Eclipse, because that came out on the 1st. So it's been out for 6 days. 7 if you were at Walmart at any point on the day before. Right. Because they just put it all out. Yeah, it's been a good time in the cards.
New set coming out in a couple weeks.
I did go
with Sword and Shield.
Oh well, it's not technically a new set. It's there's new packages, and they're gonna have the starters that are promos with the giant jumbo Zamazenta and Zaishan. I don't know.
But what packs are gonna be in it?
Awful ones. I think they have a Steam Siege. No, seriously, it's either that or Evolutions. It's like Steam Siege, Evolutions, and like 2 new ones from Cosmic Eclipse or something. Yeah, I don't know how they're just getting away with it. Sure. They're like, how can we get the most money out of this? Yeah. But that comes out on the 15th. Right. Like they're pushing Shield and Sword so hard that like even the card game is like, all right, here's some more cards, and like that'll be our first look at those cards from the first Shield and Sword set, which is going to be our next set. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, because Cosmic Eclipse is
it would
the
make
last
sense.
Set of,
yeah,
so, unless they do Hidden Fates too.
But this is exciting because we're going to get like Galarian Weezing, Galarian Zigzagoon. Mm-hmm. Hopefully we'll get a Farfetch and have it evolve into Surfet. Like, I love when they come out like this first set. It's either like the first set of something new is usually just like a lot of junk cards. As far like how Hidden Fates is a lot of structure deck cards where they don't do anything. They don't have special text. It's kind of like pound does 10 damage. Right. For 2 energies, it does 40 damage. Like, okay. And its evolution is like for 3 energies, it does 60. Like, they're not playable. But there's always like 2 or 3 cards throughout the set that gets better. So it'll be an interesting set. and I'm sure like the new V mechanic, whatever that is, will be explained soon.
You think the Gigamax will make their way to the cards? They have to.
Well, I think that's what the V is. I think that has something to do with it, because in the trailer it showed a giant card for the Pokemon, like it was a Dynamax card or Gigantamax card, that's what it looked like. So I don't know if these V cards are kind of like they're going to come into play, like, because we don't know the rules yet. So we'll figure it out on the 15th. But
V cards maybe enable you to Gigamax, Gigantamax a certain Pokemon.
I think they're going to add a new mechanic, like a remove from play, or like you have to have, I don't know. They always introduce something new with every new block, and this would be the new block. So I feel like they're going to do something big with this.
I mean, I'm super stoked. Like, honestly, as much as I like him, as much as some other sets, I am excited to start a new quote unquote block of sets from the get go with the new video game.
Yeah,
with
so you'll be
cards,
right on
everything. I'm in day one.
Yeah, and that's going to be awesome, because I'm going to be right there with you.
Whether you like it or not, Adam.
I know, I'm stuck with you.
You are. Good stuff, man.
And so I know you normally bring questions. Yes. Do you, because I know that I wrote in the notes, what I kind of was leaning towards talking about.
Well, I had a question, but it's not time sensitive at all, so I could hold it till next week. Because I like your topic a lot more. Let's go with that one. Okay, so we're gonna kind of talk about a specific card that's been in the game since its origin, and why it's there, and kind of we're gonna talk a little bit about special conditions and stuff. That's what we're here for.
So it's not necessarily a question that you can ask me, but it's kind of like my Pokemon's poisoned, and my opponent attacked me, and it says I can't attack next turn.
I've read into that.
What's a trainer? Yeah, and it's what's a trainer to do? That's what or it's how do I get rid of a special condition or effects on my active Pokemon? One word: switch. And so switch has been in this game since launch. It's been in base set. I mean, it did say switch your bench Pokemon with your active Pokemon, one of your bench Pokemon with your active. Now it says switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. So they changed the wording a little bit.
Makes more sense.
Because they need. Yeah, it makes more sense. It's easier to understand. Right. But it's just straightforward. You switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Now, when you bring a Pokemon to the bench, that gets rid of all status effects. So paralyze, poison, burn, asleep, they all go away, and then you're healed. If you have an effect on you that says, let's just say you have an attack that says you can't use that attack next turn. Okay. So you've already attacked. Next turn, you're not allowed to attack or use that specific attack. How do you get around that? You would use the switch card. That gets it at, or you could retreat and then hit switch or play switch. There's multiple cards in the format that allow you to switch or have switching effects. Okay. There's abilities in that allow you to switch a Pokemon from your bench to the active.
So just to clear something up. So you said when you switch, not only when you take that affected Pokemon and you take it from your active to your bench, it loses all of the special conditions that are on it, correct?
Correct.
But you also said that
it loses any effects that are on it.
Does it heals it as well?
Well, I mean, it removes the special conditions.
It doesn't, you don't regain.
Well, I mean, it heals it from being burnt. All the damage that's on there is still there. Okay, that's
what I mean. You're not gaining HP when you...
No. Okay. Yeah, no. Miscommunication. I apologize.
I was like, whoa, that's a sweet card. Okay.
No, but then there are cards that do stuff like that. There's a Switch Raft from Dragon's Majesty. You switch your active one of your bench water Pokemon, and then heal 30 damage from the switched Pokemon.
Okay.
So there are cards that have different crazy effects like that, but they all do the same thing, and it's getting that active Pokemon out.
Ideally, because when you just do a retreat, you have to give up the energy cards that you have put on it as a retreat cost.
Correct.
Okay.
And there's a card called Custom Catcher, which if you play 2 from your hand, you get to pick something that's on your opponent's bench and move it to the active. And that's the only way to get around something that if their attack says prevent 30 damage from all of your opponent's Pokemon next turn, like that effect is on like the play, like the whole field, like the player in general. So it kind of like there's nothing to stop that. I know there is a supporter that says like ignore all effects on all Pokemon, but it's a supporter, so it's like, why would you play that? The gain is a lot lower than the reward. Or the pros don't outweigh the cons,
which is not what
I would rather draw cards and I'd rather draw cards, be consistent. And why Switch has been a card is that, you know, you have Pokemon like Wailord, Steelix, like the Steelix, the character art one. I mean, even from the set, his retreat cost is 4. Ooh. And they're always colorless energy symbols because it's just, you just need 4 of any energy and you just retreat. But that's a hefty cost. If you can play 1 a turn, 1 energy per turn, so that's
4 turns.
4 turns in a row, and then you have to retreat it. That's a lot.
And those energies just go to your discard pile, right? Yeah.
Correct. Whew. So if you're trying to keep him fully powered up, you know, and in the game, you'd have to play Switch.
That makes sense.
Same thing with like Snorlax. Snorlax has always typically been a heavy retreat cost Pokemon.
I like to use that in the online. I looked each time and I'm like, nope, die.
And it's a tough game to play. But yeah, it's an amazing card, and there's a reason why a lot of decks still to this day play it. It's fantastic. I mean, my favorite card is Escape Rope or Warp Point for the people that have been playing for a really long time. Basically, both players are forced to switch.
Okay.
So I play Escape Rope. My opponent has to choose first, and then I get to decide.
Gets to choose which card they bring in?
Yes, gotcha. So their active gets pushed, and they have to choose the bench Pokemon.
That's cool. So then you could kind of strategize.
So if they were holding on to Pokemon that they didn't want knocked out, and they were like, oh, here, have this as like a decoy, I would play Escape Rope, switch it out, and I'm like, well, I'm going to take the knockout on something better.
Sucker.
Exactly. And it because they got rid of Pokemon Catcher, or they made it like a coin flip versus just allowing you to take something from the bench to the active, which was a game changer. So playing this card really helped a lot of decks be able to take cheeky knockouts.
That's cool. So how many Switch cards do you usually have in your set?
I mean, you can have up to 4 in a deck. In my Naganadel Quagsire, I don't run Switch per se, but I run a Tate and Liza, because you get 2 effects. You can either shuffle your hand and draw 5, or you can switch your again, it literally it just says switch, but it's a supporter.
Gotcha.
So it takes up your supporter spot for the turn, which is really tough to have. But then I have 1 U-turn board, and the U-turn board says it minuses the retreat cost of the Pokemon it's attached to by 1, and the Naganadel has 1 retreat cost. So if you put it on Naganadel, it just can free retreat, because it minuses 1 from the retreat cost. And then U-turn board says when it's discarded from play, it goes back to your hand. So it's kind of an everlasting like minus on my retreat cost. It's not a switch, so if I did get affected by a special condition or something, I'd have to play through it. But that's where, Tate and Liza would come in, and I'd be able to switch through that method and heal myself from those special conditions. But a deck like, Okay, and with all that being said, Switch is a powerful card. It can save you. And I mean, even with Jirachi, with you being able to use Stellar Wish, it puts itself to sleep. You could potentially use 3 switches on the Jirachis. So you'd be able to use Stellar Wish, switch, Stellar Wish, switch, Stellar Wish, switch, Stellar Wish. So you could potentially look at, the top 20 cards of your deck. But yeah, it's a cool card. It's one that is in many decks right now, just because you need to have a way out of situations. And there's a lot of decks that put you in those situations. All right, and so everyone, Josh had to run. He's on call, so he had to make a run for it. So with that, we're going to come to an end on the show. So as always, thank you guys for checking us out. Check out everything we're doing over at PokemonProfessor.com. Check out specialconditionstcg.com. You can always email us at specialconditionstcg@gmail.com. You can leave us a voicemail, text, picture, 732-835-8639. And remember, if you're affected by a special condition, don't forget to use a full heal or a switch. Peace out, guys.